YouTube gaming channel ERAGON WORLD. I am your host and host DARSHIL, and today we are going to try WWE 2K19 in a disc edition, and we are thinking of trying to play not a normal exhibition matches, but we are going to try let's say 2K tower mode. There's something inside it. We haven't yet tried it, so we'll see how it is. I'm not sure whether I have opened it once a while, but I haven't tried it, so we'll look into it, what it feels like. So without further ado, let's SAMURIZE, guys. We'll insert the disc first. Disc is inside. Yes. We are going to try 2K towers. It is a showcase mode I was talking about. We'll try the showcase mode.
I've never had it easy in WWE. I've had injuries. I was released twice, and just when I had scratched and clawed my way to the top, my in-ring career was over. I could have sat at home, satisfied with what I accomplished, but I decided that's not how I wanted my story to end. I wanted to show myself, my family, and anyone who's gone through adversity in life that you need to take on whatever challenges you face and fight for your dreams. Well, we might as well get on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon. Right after I graduated high school, I moved from Washington down to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels School. It wasn't too long after that I was signed by WWE. When I first got signed by WWE in 2000, I had no idea really what to expect. Most of the guys on TV had been wrestling for years and years, and at that point I'd only been wrestling for 6 months. Since I was still really new to all this, I was sent to hone my craft in WWE's developmental territory, which at the time was in Memphis. Luckily, William Regal was a trainer there and he helped me out a lot. So with the WWE contract with Hall of Fame trainers, Bryan Danielson was on the fast track to success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard actually because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler, and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of.
Bryan Danielson for Aberdeen, Washington.
I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows. Sunday Night Heat and Velocity.
I like those two. Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know, this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good.
I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely this would be my big break, right? A lot of guys would have parlayed competitive matches on Heat and Velocity into being signed full-time to WWE, but that's not how things turned out. It's like my wife Bree likes to say, if anything was easy for me, I wouldn't be Daniel Bryan. But before I could become Daniel Bryan, I was Bryan Danielson. And as Bryan Danielson, I went on quite the run through the Indies. Over the course of 7 years, I won my first world championship and had some amazing matches against guys who went on to become major WWE superstars. Guys like Seth Rollins, Cesaro, all sorts of guys all over the place. A lot of hardcore fans even say these were some of the best matches of my career. Personally, I credit these matches and opponents for helping me build the foundation I would later need to make it as a WWE superstar. Fans on the indie scene weren't the only ones who took notice, because in 2010, WWE re-signed me and Daniel Bryan was officially born.
My name is Daniel Bryan. I've been wrestling all over the world, and finally, I have an opportunity here in the WWE.
Although much like childbirth, as I've heard from my wife, this was also a somewhat painful experience. I came back as part of NXT, which wasn't like the NXT that you know and love today. At the time, NXT was a reality show with rookies and pro mentors. Unfortunately, my pro was The Miz.
People will say that you're great, that you're a star, that you're ready for the WWE. You think you're ready?
Yes, I do.
Well, one thing you have to learn about the WWE is you have to expect anything.
I guess the Miz's mind being a little bit of respect. It was NXT rookie.
Believe it or not, we didn't get along very well back then either. I think the most ridiculous thing we had to do in NXT was the obstacle course. Okay, so you're gonna do the monkey bars. Then we go in the ring and juggle. Then you're gonna see how fast you can drink soda. Side note, it was actually supposed to be a hot dog eating contest. When they realized I was vegan and they didn't have any vegan hot dogs, they turned it into a soda drinking contest.
I didn't know vegans could drink soda. Not at all.
I hadn't drank any soda in years. Think, watching that on TV, a grown man just drinking soda from a cup. That's it. Despite that, I did have the tremendous opportunity to show the WWE Universe what I was capable of when I got to face the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. I loved watching Chris Jericho from the time I was in high school, the stuff that he did in WCW, being able to go against the world champion on NXT on the first show. Win, lose, or draw, that elevates you, and I was very thankful for that opportunity.
Daniel Bryan versus The Miz versus Chris Jericho.
forward to this main event.
WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be on the biggest stage of his life. But that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Mrs. advice if he wants to survive here. Bulldog kick! Boom! And look at that suplex. Very nice. He goes for the cover. And Chris Jericho avoids the early pin. Not yet. Too early. I've got to say, I'm surprised to see Bryan actually testing the champion here a bit. It must be the inspiration from The Miz that's propelling this offense. Got the leg and screw. That'll tear your knee up. Oh, shoulder breaker. This might be it. Oh, my. Oh, and he connects. There's no reason. He's got him covered. And Jericho pops the shoulder up. Nope. To beat the Ayatollah of rock and roll, that's not going to do it. I have to admit the NXT rookies have been fairly feisty tonight with their WWE pros, to say the least. But there's been no bigger offender than Daniel Bryan. Bit of ungratefulness shown on the part of Daniel Bryan. To say he wasn't pleased to have The Miz as his WWE pro was the real slap in the face tonight. Hey, Daniel Bryan looked all right at times in this match. I mean, he's been showing us why he's a world renowned for his ground and pound attack. World renowned? What are you talking about? What world are you talking about? He's been on the independent scene. It's the first time he's ever been on television. This guy's a goof.
Returning to Daniel Bryan, not wanting to Miz as his pro, I do see Bryan's point. Daniel has a career performing in the ring that is twice as long as The Miz.
But he hasn't been in the WWE Byron. Miz is well within his right as a pro, as a mentor, to show Daniel Bryan motivation through submission specialist Daniel. I see an move working on the Achilles lock. Got every ounce of that one. This could be over. Look out. That can break bones, guys.
Daniel Bryan has had compounding problems tonight, and the main one is standing ringside.
The Miz isn't in the ring, Saxton. The World Heavyweight Champion is. If Daniel Bryan has an issue with The Miz, now is not the time to worry about it.
I'm still watching The Miz lurking at ringside. Why is The Miz even out here? The way he's treated Daniel Bryan has been demoralizing. There's no reason for The Miz to be out here.
Where do you want him to be, Byron? That's where he's supposed to be. He's Daniel Bryan's mentor. Just because Miz humbled Bryan earlier doesn't mean he's completely given up on his rookie. You gotta believe this one's over. Stone Cold leg snap. That's gonna hurt your hamstring. With this being the first time in NXT, the whole purpose of this show is to find the next breakout star. The next main event. He's fighting back here. I expected nothing less, Cole. Vertical suplex. Nice. Whoa, Jericho able to avoid damage. Cagey maneuver. Right across the back of the neck. Look at the Miz ringside. I can just tell he's enjoying every ounce of punishment his rookie is taking. And with good reason, Saxton. The Miz is a great motivator, and Daniel Bryan doesn't have the common knowledge to heed Miz's advice. I agree. Maybe after Jericho finishes his beating, Bryan will finally listen to the Miz. Bryan's been known to be a submission specialist on the independents, but Jericho has a few holds of his own to watch out for. Listen, Daniel may be a submission machine, but you don't become a star in WWE without charisma. Bryan can't come up with a better catchphrase than The Miz because Daniel Bryan is not awesome. Daniel Bryan has the personality to make paint dry. Chris Jericho doing a great job of turning that around. Oh, and a terrific reversal by Chris Jericho. He can turn it on in a hurry. see that so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. Guys, it's imperative he gets back in the ring. Yeah, otherwise he's looking at a count out. Whoa, Jericho able to avoid damage. Crazy maneuver. Beautiful technique. Shoulders on the mat. Barely at 2.5. Wow. These superstars are trying everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it? German suplex. Leg. Oh, driving whip connects. We're starting to see the damage takes its toll on Bryan now. It's a time where a veteran like Jericho can take advantage. Yeah, it's the smell of blood in the water. It's the chance to be looking to close this one out. Oh! Close to getting a count out here. Nah, this is just some strategic gamesmanship. Tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here. What a monumental upset! I am stunned.
We have won. Daniel Bryan has somehow won it.
He's getting it done here. Yeah, he's putting in the work. He ain't playing here. And I hope you go watching him before.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
A performance like that has got to be resonating in the minds of the NXT rookies watching in the back.
Come on, ref. Let's get back in there. Let's get a true winner.
So this is how the showcase mode was in the WWE 2K19, which came out in, I guess, 2019 or 2020, I'm not sure. But this was the showcase mode which I was looking to explore, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you like the content, then please press the like and share the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Goodbye.